Final matchup. Number 32, Camden Holiday to kick it away for CPA, and here we go. Back deep to receive the mainstay, Justin Hopkins. Hopkins passes zone 15, Hopkins passes zone 20, Hopkins has room, Hopkins passes 30. Hopkins on the other side of the field, one man to beat, jukes, and he's gonna be brought down, but a really nice return by Justin Hopkins. Trip receivers to the left, EJ Gibson, the tailback. Gibson now motions. Hasselbeck takes the snap, he's got a bunch of time. Hasselbeck has a bunch of room, now he's gonna step up. Fires in the flat, it's complete to his tight end and backup quarterback, Dan McGugan, and finding his open man. 2nd down and 6, I formation. Hasselbeck under center, flips it out quickly to Bishop Starling. Starling cuts upfield, muscling his way inside the 30, past the 1st down marker to the 29. Nice move by Bishop Starling. It's a pickup of 7 in the season finale for the Tigers. They are without him tonight. 1st down and 10, Hasselbeck to give up the middle to Gibson. Gibson cuts, gets past the line of scrimmage, and he'll be brought down. Tigers, I formation, 3 receivers though. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Hasselbeck, straight drop. Now it's a handoff to Gibson. Gibson has room. Gibson trying to get outside. Gibson has room, turning the corner inside the 15, muscling a man down to the 13. EJ Gibson using great vision to roll it outside, and that's what allowed that huge chunk gain. 1st down and 10, play action. Hasselbeck rolling to his right. Hasselbeck gonna keep it himself. Hasselbeck inside the 5, gets hit. Right around the 1st down marker, they'll give him the 4, 1 yard shy. Side of the ball he's supposed to be on. It's a direct snap to EJ Gibson, who fakes the handoff. Gibson now trying to cut outside, but he's brought down, and the ball is out. Ensworth thought that Gibson was down, and that's number 13, Drew Chance on the return, and they won't catch him. If this stands, it would be a 96-yard fumble return for a touchdown, and it looks like it's going to stand, but EJ Gibson on the backside of the play is in pain. Oh my goodness. Disastrous turn of events for the Tigers there. Looked like they were threatening to score, and they were, and a 96-yard fumble return for a touchdown. An unfortunate turn of events. 1st down and 10. Hasselbeck under center, offset I. Damari Thompson up the middle. Fighting forward close to the 25, they'll give him the 24. Halfback set, Hasselbeck under center, 3 receivers. Interesting formation here. Give to Thompson. Thompson barreling forward, close to the 30. They'll give him the 29. So got Jaden Pyatt in at running back. Trips bunch to the right. It's Pyatt off right tackle, diving forward. He's got enough to move the chain. Back. Starling in motion. Starling will get it. Starling has a couple of blockers. Starling cutting upfield. Starling is going to keep going. Right near midfield, wrestled out of bounds. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, I talked about those playmakers earlier. Bishop Starling is definitely one of those. He cuts upfield here perfect.
Hasselbeck under center. 21 personnel, 2 tight ends. Pyatt gets it. Pyatt off left tackle. Pyatt trying to break outside. Wrestled down by a couple.
CPA, but Ensworth's just going to have to keep consistently gaining yards if they want to get into that red zone.
2nd down and 6. Offset formation. Faking the pitch. It's Pyatt up the middle. Pyatt's got room. Pyatt has enough for a 1st down. Still inching his way forward, keeping his legs churning inside the 42. 21 personnel for the Tigers. 2 tight ends, Teddy Graff and Champ Banks. Play action. Hasselbeck rolling to his right, firing to a wide open Justin Hopkins. It's complete. Hopkins inside the 25, checked out of bounds to the single back under center for the Tigers. Hasselbeck takes the snap. It's a counter the other way to Pyatt. Pyatt reading his blocks, cutting up the field inside the 20 to the 16. I formation on 3rd and 5. It's play action. Rolling, he's got a man at Thompson. Thompson, and he's pushed into the end zone. Damari Thompson. Whatever the Tigers checked into, it worked. Touchdown Ensworth, and they're victorious. Jack Van Orman in at quarterback for CPA. He's in the pistol. Takes the snap. Gives the handoff up the middle. Number 2, Rawls Patterson, who had some room out past the 32. CPA offense. 2nd down and very short. Van Orman takes the snap. Flips it out to Cabell, who barely catches it. Right at the sticks. Only a completion of 1. CPA, Van Orman in the pistol. Motions Cabell across the formation. Takes the snap. Gives to Patterson. Patterson up the middle. Bouncing off tacklers. Being pushed past the 40, now past the 45. And that's a 1st down in an orbit. Making it now back to Cabell. Cabell trying to turn the corner, he does. Pushed out of bounds well into Tiger territory. He'll take the snap, give to Patterson. Patterson up the middle, and he's met that time. Carter Hull it in on the tackle, no gain on the play. 48. Van Norman in the gun, 4 receivers, he takes the snap. He's got time, firing over the middle of the field, intercepted by Hopkins. Hopkins has got room. Hopkins past the 40, now crossing midfield. Hopkins getting some blockers. Hopkins inside the 30, Justin Hopkins. Ball hawk. Tiger football.
Well, I mean, this whole stadium knew that
Tigers in business. First down and 10 from CPA's 30. Caden McNeil gets the jet sweep, has a couple of blockers, trying to turn the corner. McNeil cutting upfield. McNeil brought down by what looked like his horse collar. Ensworth sideline clamoring for it. And I think they might have been right, but no flag thrown.
And so who comes out victorious?
Third down and 5. Taking the handoff. Hasselbeck rolling to his right. Looking. He's going to keep it himself. He has enough for the first down. Scampering out of bounds is Taylor Hasselbeck. Kept his eyes downfield the whole way, took it himself, and he's going to move the chains inside the red zone for the second time, our Ensworth.
Well, you know it's a good read option when it even fakes.
Battles 1-1, and we'll see if Ensworth can capitalize here and take their first lead of the game. First and 10. Bubble screen to Bishop Starling. Starling has nowhere to go. He stood up. That's a big loss on the play and a little extra. Tigers looking to take the lead. Hasselbeck in the gun, 3 receivers. 2 to the right, now Caden McNeil motions across. It's a give to Gibson. Gibson breaking some tackles, brought down for a loss though. They'll mark him out. Jumbo package in, Hasselbeck under center. Jaden Pyatt the tailback. Pyatt gets it up the middle. Second effort, and he's short. Pyatt could not get there on the second effort. And it's a turnover on downs for the Tigers. It'll be down and 10 for the Lions. Van Norman in the pistol. From the shadow of his own goalpost, takes the snap, gives up the middle to Patterson, and I don't think he got out. Ensworth signaling for a safety.
This could be a huge turn of events here if the refs do give the Tigers this call here for the safety.
And it's a safety.
Yes.
Halfway gone in this second quarter. Handoff up the middle to Damari Thompson. Thompson off right tackle.
Pat and Damari Thompson back there, they can really run through some guys and give you some time in the pocket.
Under center, and it's a delayed handoff, nowhere to go. Blown up that time by number 18, Harrison Hastings for CPA. Second 4th down try of the night for Ensworth. Trips bunch to the right. Hasselbeck takes the snap on 4th and 6. Looking, firing over the middle. It's complete to Dan McGugan, falling forward, and he's got enough to move the chains. Dan McGugan, the backup quarterback and punch. Reads, he initially passed over McGugan, but then came back to him, saw he was open, made a nice pass. Now it's play action, Hasselbeck, and he's buried. Didn't notice the pressure. Hasselbeck in the gun, max protect. Now he motions Surratt out of the backfield. Dump it off to Pyatt. Pyatt juking, Pyatt still going inside the 25 to around the 20. Jaden Pyatt slippery, couldn't bring him down to the 21. Well, really nice chunk gain, and it's 3rd down and manageable.
Other than a touchdown, you can't write up a much better play call like that.
First half, Tigers need the 17 of CPA. Hasselbeck taking the snap, looking to throw. Hasselbeck's hit and buried again. Turnover on downs again for the Tigers. CPA's defense has played them well so far tonight. And the safety ends up not hurting the Lions too badly. 2 timeouts for the Lions. Give up the middle to Patterson, past the 35. Stopped around the 37. Under 30 to go, 2nd down and 4. Van Norman takes the snap. Van Norman fires, and it's complete to Cabell. Looked like it could have been a dicey throw.
Try it, but we'll see what CPA draws up here.
11 seconds, 2nd down and 10. Cabell motions. Van Norman, play action, looking to throw. Fires over the middle, it's complete to the tight end. Surratt got turned around. That was number 19, Wright Martin, on the reception. for the Lions.
Going to be important for Ensworth to load up that middle of the line, maybe get a hand on this ball.
Snap, set, kick is up, and the kick is good. The huddle and then substituted that it should not be legal. Ensworth's defensive coordinator and Tim Hasselbeck clamoring for a penalty, which they should have gotten. And they're pointing, still pointing, and they're right, 100% right. You see in the bottom left.
You cannot let this pace trip you up. You got to stay locked into your game and stay home.
First down and 10. Almost a fumble there. Patterson gets the carry into Tiger territory to the Ensworth 49. Pistol set for CPA. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends also to the left. Patterson, the running back. Van Orman takes the snap, gives to Patterson. Patterson up the middle, not nearly enough. Number 24, Bradshaw Klim, set to take the snap. He takes it right up the middle. Klim now bouncing to the left, and he's got enough for the first down. Tackled by Bishop Starling, but that'll move the chain. Pistol, 2 receivers to the left. Van Orman takes the snap, fakes it. It's a throwback screen to Cabell, but he is met and dropped.
7 points.
Taylor Hasselbeck under center. E.J. Gibson, the orbit motion, faking the pitch. It's Pyant up the middle. Pyant past the 20, still moving. Pyant, forward progress will give him the 20. He's in the gun. 3 receivers, 1 to the right, 2 to the left. He takes the snap. It's a give to Pyant. Pyant off right tackle. Pyant breaking tackles, now cutting back. Tried to cut all the way back around and dropped at 3rd down and 2. Hasselbeck under center. Play action. Hasselbeck rolling. Fires. It's complete to Hopkins for a first down and more past the 30. Down to the 30. 3rd quarter. First down and 10. Faking the handoff. Hasselbeck keeping it himself. Now he's going to run. Hasselbeck past the 40. Juking past the 45. Pushed out of bounds. Nice run by Taylor Hasselbeck showing off a burst of speed. We have 2 tight end set. Hasselbeck in the gun. 2 receivers. Damari Thompson, the tailback on his right hip. Hasselbeck takes the snap. He's going to throw. Hasselbeck deciding now he's going to try and scramble. Fires, and it's intercepted. Flag thrown behind the play, but it's an interception pending this penalty. That was number 18, Harrison Hastings, on the interception. Receivers to the right, 2 tight ends. Taking the snap, it's a give to Patterson. Patterson up the middle, following his blockers to around the 40. They'll give him the 41.
It's on these 3rd downs when this defense needs to make a big play.
3rd down and 4. Van Orman in the gun, 4 receivers. Van Orman takes the snap. Free rush up the middle, feeling pressure, escaping to his right. Trying to throw, he's going to run for it now. And he has enough for the first down. For CPA. Single coverage on the outside. Cabell guarded off by Starling. Rolling to his left. Van Orman scrambling, pitching it over, and it's complete. That's the tight end, number 19, Wright Martin, on the reception.
Game is in.
Tigers need to stiffen here. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. CPA does need to run a play. Van Orman in the pistol, takes the snap, gives up the middle to Patterson. Patterson has a bunch of room inside the 15. Bradshaw Klein takes the direct snap, up the middle, and he's in. Looks like he's in. Wait for the official word. And
Stop now more than ever.
Climb in to take the direct snap again. CPA not thinking twice. Climb takes it up the middle, and he's in easy. Took 2 tries, but they did it. Climb into the end zone. And CPA now a touchdown lead over the Tigers.
Go tie this up right now. They just have to want it.
First down and 10. Orbit give to Bishop Starling. Starling breaking a couple tackles. Starling, he has some room. Starling out past the 45, right at the 45. Huge chunk. Great game. Bishop Starling you just saw. And it looks like the speed of the outside weapons for the Tigers are too much for these CPA corners. Play action, flipping it out to Starling, who breaks the tackle, and here we go. Starling has some room. Starling inside the 35, down to around the 30. They'll push him out at the 30.
Playing with it.
First down and 10, Hasselbeck in the gun. Max protect look. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right is Quinn Taylor. Handoff up the middle to Mari Thompson. Thompson has room. Thompson inside the 25. Right at the 25.
Want and go get that little short curl route here, but what will Hasselbeck throw here?
3rd down and 3. Direct snap to Damari Thompson. Student body left. Thompson has an escort. Thompson following his blockers has more than enough for a first down inside the 15 to around the 10. Tigers have shown that in the last couple of plays where they'll have Hasselbeck line up off to the Tigers. Hasselbeck in the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Now hits Thompson on the swing. Thompson running, trying to get towards the 5. They'll give him the 7, pickup of 3.
CPA are both great football teams as well.
2nd down and goal. Handoff up the middle to Thompson. Thompson's got room inside the 5, diving for the end zone. See where they spot him. It looks like they're going to spot him short at the 1. Takes the snap, gives up the middle to Thompson. Thompson, he's in. Touchdown Tigers. They are a 2-point conversion away from tying this one up. Ensworth needed it bad and they got it. 5:24 to go.
That's a big time for this Ensworth offense.
Now he'll line up on the right side. Stacked formation, 3 backs. Now they'll shift. Hasselbeck takes it, gives to Pyatt. Pyatt bouncing outside, trying to get towards the end zone, and he's short. Pyatt was short, wasn't really close. Did all he could, but CPA ran in the pistol. 1 receiver is Cabell, wide to the left. 2 tight ends, 1 running back. It's the other Patterson now getting the carry. Bouncing off a tackler, now bouncing outside. Trying to contain the stiff arm to around the 30, not quite there. Motions. Patterson takes it, and no one picked up Cabell. He's wide open for the first down. No one followed him on the motion, and Coach Sanders is up behind him. He takes it, give to Patterson. Patterson trying to run outside. Good contained that time by the Tigers. Bishop Starling on the 4. Here we go. Tigers need to stop. Van Norman in the pistol. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, double clutches, fires over the middle, it's complete. Cabell on the reception to Ensworth's 40. And that one, and 10. Snap, hand up the middle to Patterson. Patterson trying to get the outside. And he'll be pushed out of bounds. He's gonna run the clock, excuse me. Oh. Wildcat formation, climb on to take it again. Takes the direct snap up the middle. He has enough for the first down, and that's gonna do it. Ensworth can't stop the clock anymore, and with the moved chain, CPA gonna go into victory form. Tigers can't get it done on home field. And that will do it. Final score, CPA 17, Ensworth 15. And the Lions will move on to face in what we both assume to be Brentwood Academy, pending the result across town. They will travel to BA. And the Tigers, unfortunately, will go home. Good season this year for Ensworth. They're finishing up with this loss at 7-4, number 2 seed in the region.